Hello, what's going guys? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and share with your friends. Don't keep it to yourself. So welcome to Wonder Woman issue number 29 explained, and I'm gonna read this review from VS's DC Comics, and it's me Steve, and welcome to Spider-Gate also. So yeah, let's start from VS's DC Comics, and this written by Shea. Our issue begins with Steve Trevor. No, it's Steve Trevor getting back from his refugee mission that we saw at the beginning of this arc, and him speeding off the base to meet up with Wonder Woman and AiPT once he found out about Dr. Crawford's attack on our hero. Steve should have really broken more laws to get there though, because he's relegated to being a simple love interest in this, because by the time he gets to Diana and AiPT, the fight with Cat Eye and Cheshire, Aboleth, Plastic and Bondo is already over. While I expected this fight to be pretty badass, instead it's pretty simple and only leads to Plastic coming out of nowhere and admitting that she helped with the bomb that Dr. Crawford used to bomb AiPT's brother's wedding. Yeah, it's out of nowhere and it's odd as hell, but it does lead us to our next clue when Plastic tells us what whoever is behind the hit on Wonder Woman's life is someone connected to the government. Someone connected to the government, you say? Why not go to the picket when Diana's life is sure to be safe? You know, since it's the government and whatnot. Yeah, it seems like a foolish idea, but nothing terrible comes from it, and using Sasha's Bordiak's contacts, they discovered that the person who put the hit out on Diana's life is a Dr. Hamilton Rivera. Yes, that's it. Who intends on using Diana's DNA to cure people all over the world from countless diseases. With this new revelation, Wonder Woman goes off on her own to think it over and asks the patrons for their advice. And while she seems to get none, she did make up her mind and has decided to go to the Hamilton Rivera and give herself give herself over so that she can be a real hero to the hopeless and downtrodden. In the end, with the intelligence that Sasha has gathered, Diana flies over to Hamilton's compound, where she is met by a bunch of soldiers, and while she tries to tell Hamilton that the government knows where she is, he instead informs her that they are the government. That's it for this issue of Wonder Woman, and while the book did take a hawky turn when Plastic just came out of nowhere and incriminated herself just to simply move the story forward, I did enjoy aspects of this book. The idea that Wonder Woman can cure countless people with her DNA is an interesting concept that I hope pans out well in the next and final issue of this arc. And something else I really dug in this issue was the narrative of Wonder Woman contemplating the bounty on herself, since she is so used to people and the internet taking her body in their minds and imagination, as opposed to someone actually trying to take her body. With that said, though, the fight between our hero and the villains coming to collect the bounty went on way too long, and the art wasn't really that great there. So let me tell you from adventuresinportis.com, and this review is by Daniel Levine. What is written over here that is amazing. This issue is mostly 20 pages of Wonder Woman and AiPT Candy fighting various stock bounty hunter villains until Diana decides that sacrificing herself is the best way to figure out who put a price on her head. Steve Trevor also finally returns, but it's not entirely sure why he bothered. There's even a wordless page showing Steve speeding on a motorcycle to get to the action, but it just feels like filler. When the story isn't overstuffed with action, Fontana's writing is as good as it was in the earlier parts of The Hurt of the Amazon. Dinah's inner monologue gives a good sense of how it feels to be a stronger stranger in a world you still haven't gotten used to. In that sense, the story does live up to its title, since we get a look inside Wonder Woman's hurt. Rebirth. After an excellent issue drawn by David Messina, there's yet another change in artist here. Inaki Miranda, who drew the fantastic Batgirl 13, sits in behind the artist table for this issue. His work here isn't as great. The big fight with the bounty hunters is very cool, but his drawings of Wonder Woman are inconsistent and remarkably skinny in some places. And yeah, while the first parts of the Heart of the Amazon have been great, issue number 29 really highlighted the flaw of the story. The villain revealed in the last few pages isn't that exciting or interesting, and the desire to use a superhero's DNA, possibly nefarious purposes, is a little cliche. Yeah, but the most disappointing part of the story is it lacks consistency in the art. One artist per arc is always preferable to 3 different styles. So I'm gonna give it overall, you can say 6.5 out of 10, and that's it for Heart of the Amazon. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing shows. And yeah, support. Thanks for all of your support. We made 12,000 subscribers. That is amazing. 12k subscribers. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can't believe it. Let's keep subscribing and share with your friends and tell them to subscribe also. Have a great day. Adios, amigos.